with y'all on this Wednesday.
Yes, yes, yes. What the hell is going on with Darth Vader in Fortnite? What the hell is a chief metaverse officer? What the hell is Google, Texas, and Amazon up to? And what the hell happened in a 9 minute bromance?
Oh,
All right, all that coming right up on Actors Endurance Podcast Live. That's right, baby. What the hell Wednesdays? We back up in here. You want to jump this one off, or what we doing
yeah.
over here?
Let's jump it on off and let's get right into it because y'all listen, we here for a good time, not a long time. So go ahead and subscribe. And we're going to Texas, y'all. So what the hell is going on with Google? Now Google is bankrolling Hollywood's AI redemption fund. So now Google launched this. It's called AI on Screen. Now it's a partnership with Range Media, which is going to bankroll short films that explore more human, less apocalyptic stories. So they're making more content now because everyone's afraid of AI this, AI that. So what they decided to do was make more human like realistic human feel type content. So that's what they're doing now. Google unveiled the VO3, which is a hyper realistic AI tool that can generate lifelike actors, sync dialogue, and cinematic scenes. I said, ooh, so when they unleashed that VO3, everyone's like, oh no, they're gonna take my job. They're gonna take my job. They're like, no, no, no. We don't necessarily want to take everybody's job, but we want to have a more just a more human experience. So that's what's going on with that. I think it's interesting. I think we're going to see a lot more like that because it's one thing to have like the AI generated stuff. It's good quality content, but we as human beings we thrive and need that human connection. So I have a feeling with this rolling out that a lot of other people are probably going to follow suit. I don't know
Oh
what you
yeah,
say.
Actors Endurance is gonna follow suit. We jumping on that DO3 baby. We got something, jamming something in the pipeline with that one. Now that I think about it, yeah, even after this show, we may talk about that D303 jump. All right, so again, creators, man, this is really about leveraging AI because it's here, it's merging, it's here. So, Shadette and I, as entertainers, we constantly use AI. We don't shy away from it, and we just try to use it to leverage. So, thank all 16 people who just jumped on. Love y'all. Please like, subscribe, follow. We're Actors Endurance Vodcast, and we're here for you actors, giving you the latest in entertainment news.
All
So
right.
keeping
So
that.
give him some news. Oh, go ahead. Give him some
Oh
news.
yeah, yeah. Now I was just gonna keep it moving right along here. All right, y'all. For the nine that's remaining, I got something for y'all. So do y'all know what a Meta Chief Officer is? Me neither. So the rise and fall of chief metaverse officers. Following the burst of enthusiasm for the metaverse, many companies appointed chief metaverse officers to their virtual benches. However, as interest waned, many of those roles were either dissolved or transitioned towards AI related positions, highlighting the volatile nature of tech trends in Hollywood. So this just means that with tech and with all of this AI, AR, VR stuff that's coming in, things are going to come in, they're going to come out, trends are going to hit, and then trends are going to absolutely miss. So this is a time where we probably just, probably until 2030, we really just have to kind of pay attention to the trends, see where things are going, see where the money is going, because where they're spending money, that will be where the new entertainment will go. But I think we have to get used to the idea that entertainment has changed. It's changed forever. And we have to get on board and figure out where those shifts are coming. I mean, every day we're starting to merge in tech into these conversations because all we hear is Hollywood's sort of on this decline. So if Hollywood is on a decline at this point, then what is the next step? And we think that tech and AI will, and Web3 will be the next step. So All right, y'all actors, just yeah, we got to stay on top, baby. We got to keep fighting for our position. Definitely got to
Absolutely.
keep
This is
fighting.
gonna be a long fight. This is not one of them overnight fights. This is gonna be a long fight for the next few years because of the innovation of all the technology, all these different AI tools that are popping up, all the things that they're testing out. So it's going to be a nice long journey. And yeah, whenever you guys want to stay up to date, just get on Actors Indoors because we're giving you all the information. And we're here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So today's
That's
what the hell
right.
Wednesdays. Yeah. So
Uh,
have y'all heard that now speaking of AI, right? We got some more AI information for you because that's what it's all about. Now, y'all know Sam Altman. So Sam Altman teamed up with some powerful people. Okay. Now Sam Altman is the CEO. Wait a minute. He's the former Apple. No. Excuse me.
Ripple, Ripple,
Say it again.
Ripple.
What you mean Ripple?
Oh, he's not Ripple. I thought he was Ripple. He's not Ripple XRP.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, my bad. You go with the article. I jumped you. My bad.
Okay, I'm like Ripple went right over my head. I'm like Ripple, what Ripple? Ripple ain't that a drink, an old drink that they used to drink back in the day?
Oh,
Ripple.
that is hilarious. But
That's what
yes,
my
you're right on
grandfather
both.
used to say. He used to drink that Ripple. I'm like, what is Ripple?
Oh, Sam Altman is my bad. He's open AI. I was
Yeah.
all my bad. I'm off. I'm off. See, this is why I'm trying to keep y'all up to date. We trying to stay up to date too. Sam Altman is open AI, and I don't know who I was thinking about for Ripple and XRP, but get your cryptos up, man. All right. Anyway,
Absolutely.
sorry,
All right.
Miss Lady,
Back
I
into
didn't
the
mean to
AI
disturb your article.
back to okay, so Sam Altman, he teamed up with Apple designer Joni Ive, and they both teamed up. They all collaborated also with Lord have mercy, what is her name? Uh Steve Jobs' what no, not her. Is it her? Hold on.
This article got both of us. Woo.
Thought it was both of them, couldn't it? But listen, okay, before I get her name, so they all teamed up, right? It's three of them. I'll get y'all her name in a second. Just forget. But so they all teamed up. And what they did was they made this video, and the video is kind of cool, right? It's just two guys at a bar hanging out, they're sipping, they got these little, little gazes, they're looking around, they're hanging out at the bar. And so it's Sam Altman and it's Joni Ive, right? And they're just, kind of like strolling the streets of San Francisco. They're not doing much, they're sitting at a like I said, they're sitting at a bar, they're talking and just hanging out. Now this little 6-minute video was supposed to be the rollout of whatever AI tool that they have like in their back pocket. So what they did was they created this video teasing everybody with its, all the different things that they can do with it, how realistic it is, blah 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 blah. But then they don't tell anybody what it is exactly. So everybody's not even left with a cliffhanger. They're just left with that like,
What the hell?
exactly. So what the hell Wednesday? So what the hell were they thinking? Teasing everybody like that. But I mean, because it's funny that the video shows nothing about the actual device. It tells you like literally nothing. Um, but yeah. So Lorraine Powell Jobs, Steve Jobs' ex-wife, she's the one that teamed up with Sam Altman and Joni Ive, and they helped creating this thing with Concordia Studio and Open AI. So I mean, I was just wondering what the hell they were doing, but I guess they were just sparking interest or, you know, definitely teasing people and trying to see what they can, what kind of followers I guess they could get from this because I don't know, this was really really interesting. The video was cool. It was, just kind of basic It was clear though, because since it was AI, like the people were clear. It wasn't like somebody with 10 fingers or like a nose. Or, it didn't look crazy like that. So I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, that's what we're left with. Nothing. What do we know? Nothing.
Oh,
So they teamed up, put out this video, and they're like, "Yeah, we have this new AI tool. Well, what is it? It's a mystery." So yeah, hmm waiting to see
I want to
what it
look into
actually
that.
is. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, it's a nine.
Yeah.
They calling it a 9-minute bromance video. Uh, yeah, that launched a $6 billion mystery AI. $6 billion mystery AI. So what is
So,
this tool? It has to be better than like the Soros and whatever else is out there. But we just don't know what it is, But they're putting a lot of money behind it. They have three major backers. They put a lot of money into this, and they just gave us a little teaser. So I don't know. All we're gonna
so
be seeing
the
in the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years is AI this and AI that.
so the whole thing was made totally with AI prompts.
They're not even saying. All we know is
Hmm.
that this 9-minute video was made with this mystery new AI, and we have no idea about anything else.
Ah, okay. Maybe I think it's DeepSeek that new the new movie maker that's out because OpenAI and Sam Altman and all of them they are Sora, and Sora was the big thing. It was the big Kahuna, but DeepSeek has really stirred the pot a little bit, and I don't think that it's stopping. I think that we're going to start to see other models that come out to sort of give OpenAI a little bit of competition. So
Mhm.
if they made the entire video like that and it looked natural, that may be the whole point. That they're just like, look, now we can. If it looks boring to you, we did our job because you're not pointing out the flaws. It just looks like two guys walking. And I haven't seen the video yet, but I would imagine I would do something like that and be like, look, the video is my product. That's what I'm saying. That's the secret. Because y'all thought it was some bullshit, but you watched the whole AI video. Y'all didn't say shit about the flaws. There you go. Thank me later
Yeah,
by
they're
hitting the
just
like, follow,
wondering
subscribe button.
well, it's the truth. Everyone's wondering what this AI tool is. That's the whole mystery behind it. No one's really, pointing out the flaw. And it's I don't know. It could be a combination of like a Soru or a DeepSeek, or it could be something completely different, something brand new. We just have no idea. But guess what? We will find out because as soon as it drops, Actors Endurance is going to be all over it. So we'll be giving you the news because that's
That's
what we
right.
do on Monday, Wednesday,
Uh,
and Friday.
that's right. And this last portion is brought to you by the Actors Little Black Handbook, the only book you'll need for your auditions, the only book you'll need to audition with, to study with, to rehearse with. It is to connect you to the character's body, the mind, and the spirit all in one. Only book you really need right now, but I do recommend the rest of the techniques. And of course, we have the Actors Weekly
Hey,
Planner. And if y'all are busy, you should be doing this every week. This is
yes.
for actors by actors. Um, has a whole bunch of trackers in there. I can't say enough about it, but it does have your show trackers. It has habit trackers. It also has journals because it's built by an actress.
Exactly. Everything you need. Ooh, 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 me.
Everything you need. All right. And as my partner says, we are here for a good time, a long time. I'm gonna bring up the caboose up in this junk. And this is AI generated performances stir ethical debates. So, Epic Games introduced an AI powered Darth Vader character in Fortnite featuring the voice of the late and great James Earl Jones. They didn't put great in there. I put the great in there. So, you can come for me if you want. All right. Um, while the immersive experience was praised, it sparked discussions about the ethics of using AI to replicate deceased actors. The move has raised concerns about AI safety and autonomy, or I'm sorry, AI safety and autonomy, in entertainment. And that's been a big deal. I don't know if you remember when Val Kilmer lost his voice, rest in peace to him too. Before he lost his voice, he was going to they were going to keep his consciousness uh, alive. And actually, he communicated with his family. Like they had so much footage of his voice that they just programmed it into the system. So when he wanted to talk to his family after he lost his voice, he could type it in, and then it would be his real voice because of the simulation,
Oh
because
wow,
of all the movies he's done. Yeah, so
that's
this
beautiful.
is back when they were going to try to keep people's consciousness going. So if your
Hmm.
grandfather, I think you had to speak like maybe 5 hours worth of dialogue, you know what I mean? But
Wow.
that would give the AI enough time to have a talking portrait, a talking like a hologram, or so they're probably going to try to keep people's consciousness alive like that. So if you're making digital material like we are right here, and our children was like, "Hey, yeah, we want to see Grandpa," and then they probably see me pop up and say, "Hey, what's up?
Yeah,
Love you,
exactly.
kiddos." I tell them to keep me around this age, though. Don't be putting me like, "Hey, kiddos, hey,
You're
granddaddy."
older. You want to be younger.
That's right. Keep me young and beautiful, baby. Hey, it's AI. The hell I want to look old for?
I know.
Anyway,
I think that's one of the best uses for AI tools, though. When you can actually make that big of a difference in people's lives. I think that's an amazing thing, and I don't think most people wouldn't be upset about that for sure. I think that's great. That's a great way to use it. It's one
well,
thing good thing about technology. Yeah.
people who never knew their grandparents. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be a big thing, especially like, you may look just like your grandfather and never met him, but it would be great to hear his voice, maybe see some mannerisms, you know what I mean? To hear the favorite
Mhm.
things that they like, that I think that's pretty cool. Of course, AI has its dangers, but we're not going to harp on that. We'll let the movies take care of that. But it does have its
Exactly.
risks when you're doing that. Um,
But it would
but
be
for the
kind of
most
cool to make
part,
little dolls of people, like if you can make a little, like if I could make a little doll of like my grandfather, like put his face, like his actual face,
hmm,
like a little Cabbage Patch Kid type of thing, yeah, or bald
right.
head,
I do.
yeah, put like
Yeah,
a little
do my
doll
Chuck.
with their
And I just
faces,
had
and yeah, and then
Chuck
they,
would say, "So you're right."
yeah, you press a button and it just gives you different things, or with the AI tool, so you can program it and it can have like a real conversation, like you're talking to chat or something.
That, that's where I think it's going to go. Like, because if it understands, like we know using chat understands your consciousness. You talk to it long
Absolutely.
enough. So imagine you uploading hours of dialogue. You may not even need that much. A chat would just need the voice and a general idea of this person's consciousness. So you probably have a survey of stuff to kind of like list like all of these different
Mhm.
things that would develop the personality. Hell, that may be my new business.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
I mean,
mean,
I do character breakdowns. I know what's up. You know what I'm saying?
to be honest, I mean, not a bad business. Get ahead of the
Yeah, yeah.
curve.
All right,
Start
all
pumping
right.
out, little dolls of people. Keep
Yeah,
people
yeah,
happy
yeah.
forever. Like,
Consciousness. Okay, okay. All right.
yeah,
Anyway, we can tuck that one. Moving right along. Y'all ain't hear
yeah,
nothing except for
yeah,
the
yeah,
article.
yeah. Well, yeah, well, listen, it's what the hell Wednesday, so that's what the hell we might be doing in the future. But
There you
listen, we hope
go.
y'all enjoyed the show. Unless you got something else, Marlon, we ready to get the hell up out of here. 'Cause we here for a good time, not a long time. Remember to subscribe and remember to put on your notifications, y'all, so that you know when we pop on Mondays for hot topics, Wednesdays, what the hell Wednesdays, and Fridays for Fun Fact Fridays. And of course, go to Amazon, Actors Endurance, get your books, and we'll see you on Friday.
Peace.